Hello and welcome to this module on Power Platform Admin. This one is all about the layers of security, introductions to these different layers of security. And in the subsequent videos in this section, we'll dig into these a little bit further. So what are the layers of security available in Power Platform? So Power Platform is a powerful low-code, no-code platform, and it brings with it security and compliance features that are inbuilt of Azure and Active Directory. So these are the layers of security that you've got to be able to implement and tailor the security so that it gives just enough to the right people. So you have this resource level security, which is user privileges to create the resources like apps, flows, that kind of thing. Then you have, and the resource level security also includes access to individual apps themselves. Then you have connection security and data loss prevention, so the authentication and authorization, gateway security, Azure Active Directory integration, all of that is in the connection security and data loss prevention policies as well. You then have Common Data Service, which is now rebranded as Dataverse. You have Dataverse role-based access control. So it's a security model where you can implement things like column level security and record level security. So row level and column level security. You then have environment isolation. So different containers, each Power Apps, each tenant of Microsoft can have multiple Power Apps environments. So you can isolate dev, test, and prod. You can isolate the citizen developer environment from everywhere else, and give it very specific roles and reasons to exist as well. Of course, then talking about the tenant level, you have the access at the tenant itself. So Active Directory integration there. And then of course the global footprint, there's the Azure itself has 50 data centers worldwide globally, so you can create environments in certain jurisdictions if you have governance controls. You can have support for private keys, lockbox, all of that stuff as well. So here's a diagram of the particular layers. So first of all, you have the tenant access itself and isolation of tenants. Then within those tenants, you have environments. You can have many different environments inside the tenant. Inside those tenants, there are these resource permissions, what people can see and what people can do. Then you have connector data loss prevention policies on the connectors. So you might say, hey, we can make Dropbox available to everybody, but they can only read from Dropbox. They can't write to Dropbox. So you can control data loss policies at that level. You can also say, hey, we can create connections to Twitter, but Twitter connections can never talk to Outlook. So you can do that kind of stuff with data loss policies. And then you have Dataverse security, which is Common Data Service that's been rebadged as Dataverse, and then you can connect to on-premise data using on-premise data gateway. These security layers are built in at every stack of the solutions. Security is a massively important topic. I help customers work through the solutions for themselves, but it is doing for yourself. So the content in the next few slides, in the next few modules, will give you a really good introduction of where things are, but I don't purport to be a super expert in security. You do need to make sure you do your own research and act accordingly with that. So, having said that, let's move on to the first layer in the next module.